Yo guys, what is happening with Untitled Games, and welcome to another episode of the modded Minecraft Let's Build a City series. Today we're back here again on the world for another exciting episode. I've got a lot to show you guys today, and I'm very excited to share it with you. I've been doing a ton of work here in the main shopping district that we've been working on here on the main sort of street. Let me give you guys a little bit of context as to where we are. You guys probably recognize the good old subway building there, the I don't know, the little assortment of buildings here. They've been here for quite a while, but if you come down here, for anybody that really is maybe missed a couple episodes, doesn't have a clue where we are. If you guys remember when we started the world, we started right here with this hotel, and we started with this road coming in off the highway, and there's the ocean right there. So yeah, we're right over here in this part of the town, and I've made some really great progress. Also, I've got shaders turned on today, so we get a really cool view of everything. But this is going to be more of a, I wouldn't call it a tour episode, but more of just an update episode. I want to take you guys through a couple different spots where I've been working and show you guys what's up, because there's a lot going on. But anyway, if you guys remember, this is sort of the main drag, and you may have seen it with all the decorations, like so, with all the streetlights and all the various other things. But this was about the extent of where it went to, was right up here on this intersection. And then it just sort of ended, and this was just all empty until, a couple days ago. So yeah, it's pretty weird to see the transformation, but I was pretty familiar with this area. This was the first sort of spot where we tried out doing a lot of different little details and using the day-night sensors, or the daylight sensors, I should say, to turn on lights and whatnot. And I think it worked out really nicely, so I continued it now past there, and this is all this new area over here that I want to show you guys today. Actually, you guys will remember this build right here, which was the bookshop that we did a little while ago, and that was a fun one for sure. So I've built all around that now, and I've got this cool 5-way intersection coming in here with this diagonal road. But let me take you guys for a quick little tour of the area, and maybe you guys can get some inspiration from some of the different shop buildings that are here, or even just get a good idea of sort of what's going on here with the world. But we've got, first of all, just a lot of different little shops going along here on the sidewalk. Got one over here. This is the road into some of the mansions or some of the larger houses up in the hills up here. And it's still not complete in this area, but it's getting there. It's getting pretty good. We've got a couple little stores on this side of the road. We've got these ones going along here like so. We've got a couple over here. Some nice big trees in the area for sure. Coming around the corner, again, just various different little storefronts that I was putting up to kind of make this really cool walking around kind of community feeling, which I think turned out looking really good. We've got a big house back there with a big hedge fence to it, because this is on sort of the main boulevard. This would be like the equivalent of Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles coming through here. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of hedged, fenced houses coming up there. Anyway, this was a really cool spot that I want to share with you guys, because this is actually in the middle of this whole sort of little shopping center. You've got all these little stores. This is supposed to be like a little ice cream shop. But then I did this brick path going through the middle here. There's a lot of extra room, and this helped just add a nice little area where maybe some pedestrians could go and walk or whatever. So there's a nice little bench back here. A couple big lights. There's a little restaurant on the inside of this place. Not sure how that would work because there's not really a kitchen. But anyway, but then this kind of opens up here. There's an entrance in the back of this store, which is on the main street, which we'll check out in a second. And then it kind of comes around here, a couple more different benches and access to some more little stores and whatnot. Nothing too crazy, but just a really nice little community area and a little bit of detail there with some empty space that I could have probably just thrown another building in and made a big mess of it. But instead, we were able to open this up and make for a really nice little walking area. Then there's this store right here, which actually walks you right back down to the main street, which is why I wanted to share with you guys as well, because all over here, this is brand new. Nothing really too different from the spot before. We've still got this middle aisle of trees. I'm not sure why those lights are on and why they're not working. Are those not set tonight? They are, so I'm not sure why those lights are on. Oh, probably because they're covered. Yeah, that's what it is. I got to fix that, actually. But anyway, we've got a couple lights that are staying on and hanging out. But yeah, this is a new sort of strip, and it just goes out to this intersection again. But these are all new buildings with the exception of the bookshelf. So we've got a nice little store down here. We've got a couple more over here, which you guys saw from the backside. We've got all over here, I think this is going to be like a little coffee shop or something very trendy. We've got next to it a little real estate office where you might go and buy and sell a house or whatever. And then this will be kind of like a funky modern, maybe furniture store or something. And we come along here and we go down this street right here, which is also new. I added this little, what is this called? This is more of like a little mini park that goes through and has a nice little path. And I added this mainly because, there's a nice little open area right here. And it fitted it perfectly, or it fits perfectly in that space. And again, could have put a building there, but this, I think, just looks way cooler, and it's a nice little bit of detail. And then across the street, we've got the pharmacy and the bank, which were built a little while ago. And I know they looked a little bit out of place at the time, but now when you drive through here, it all makes sense. And it's kind of like, yep, no, all the commercials kind of together. So that's sort of what builds this whole area up. But I really want to share this because, again, I have all the details sort of done in this area around here in terms of the trees, in terms of the benches. the street lights and everything, and it gives you a good idea of the sort of the level of detail that I'm aiming to, get throughout this world. Also, again, I'm going to be doing store interiors to about the extent of this, and this is about what I want them to look like. So it's just something very simple like this. In fact, this one even has a vending machine in it, which is part of our mod. I don't think there's anything in it, no, but that's sort of the idea. It'd be really cool to have vending machines everywhere where you could have some money and go ahead and purchase things in them. But anyway, we've got that all set out, so I want to bring you guys to one more area, and I'll even, fly over there. But it's one more area that's really cool, kind of like this area, and I want to share it with you guys. You guys remember this one too. This is a little plaza that we built on camera not too long ago, and that's another great example of just a little filler item, or not really an item, but a filler building that definitely adds a little bit of detail. Anyway, back down here by the highway, an area where you guys probably haven't seen. I'm going to start making some more videos over here because so much has changed and there's so many new things. But you guys will remember a few episodes back we did the Pier video, which is right over here. And that's sort of in this new neighborhood. And this is the pier right off to the right here, hanging out into the water. The beach is not complete yet, but there's a look at the pier in case you guys missed that video. And it still looks just as good as when it was built. But anyway, that was sort of the one major part of this area that I wanted to get done, and I'm glad to have that finished. But now there's plenty of new stuff going on here. So first of all, if you come out here, we've got, this nice little, I think this is more of, I don't even know, maybe like these would be like rental or like beach rental units. They'd be very close to the beach. You could just walk right down here and head in across to the pier. So they're really nice little units, but they'd be like little houses or whatever, and you could park a car underneath them was sort of the idea there. Then beside it, I just used some filler as a little warehouse here, and I think that worked out really nicely. But what I really want to show you guys was over here, which is another little shopping area that I was able to build. And this one's pretty cool as well. Again, the bricks add so much cool texture as the ground here. But just a bunch of little modern stores. We've got a little pizza restaurant right across the street here. We've got an ice cream shop with the lettering there, which I think looks great. A couple of little stores over in this building here, and just going the entire way down right to the end here. And you'll notice on the right there's a little hotel, which is what I put up here, with a restaurant in the bottom of it, as well as a nice little lobby, and that's going over on this side right here. And again, in case you're not familiar with this area, this is actually where the airport is. So it comes in right over here. Apologize for the lag. It's like a lot to load in here. But I've been working on some other stuff here. I think this is pretty much complete now, and you guys will have seen the video on this, I believe, as well. But anyway, that's sort of where that all ties in. So there's lots of different factories and stuff here. I'm going to have to do a world tour pretty soon. But that was one other little shopping area that I want to share with you guys because I think it's got a lot of really nice detail. And again, it's just sort of the kind of things I'm aiming to add to the world. I will be adding some benches and lights throughout here as well. But I don't know, it's a pretty good start, and we've got a lot going on here, which I think is turned out looking really good. Also, peep the new highway that runs through here underneath the tunnel, which we were initially kind of planned out in the first couple episodes, but I finally went ahead and finished it up here, and I think it just looks awesome. So there's a quick look at that area of town, and now you've kind of seen all the new stuff. So yeah, guys, I'm going to end today's video there. Hopefully you guys were able to find a little bit of inspiration from the miscellaneous builds that we went through today. But again, just a little bit of shops and whatnot, and more of just an update video / mini tour on some of the different buildings that we've been doing here, which I think are all turning out looking really good. So I'm excited to make some more videos, and I've got a couple bigger stores that are all sort of chain stores I want to make some videos on. One of them's a Walmart. I think there's a Taco Bell. There's a bunch of different ones that I built that I want to share with you guys, but we'll save those for another day. Anyway, with that all said, if you guys did enjoy the video, please don't forget to go on below, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next one.